This is the hands-on review of SBK VR for Daydream VR. Hi and welcome to this hands-on review of SBK VR for Daydream VR. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So if this is your first time here and you would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, consider subscribing. SBK VR is the first motorbike simulation on Daydream VR and it can be yours for only €3.89 and it should be around the same in US dollars. There have already been 3 releases of this game for mobile, SBK Mobile, and this year is the first iteration for virtual reality, so let's check it out together. I chose Quick Race now, and now I'm in the selection screen where I should choose my rider. Let's see if I can find some German guy here, just to make it a bit more authentic. So far no luck. No. French, no. Yeah, here we are. This guy is called Reiterberger. Yeah, it's a nice German name. And now I'm ready to start. I have actually been playing lots of racing games, obviously, but never have I tried a motorbike racing game. Well, I did ride some motorbikes in Super Mario Kart, but probably that does not count as a simulation. Let's see how this goes here. Okay, here, I'm on the bike now. And looking down, I can see the cockpit. Here are the other riders. And now it teaches me how to play. So I have to hold the motion controller horizontally. If I had a joypad, that would also work, but I do not have one. I do have one, but it's not connected to my phone right now. So now let's start the race. And I have a very slow start here. Let's face it, very slow start. Let's see if I can get back to the field from behind. And wow! Actually now this bike kind of is very fast. Probably you don't have the same feeling that I have now in VR, but actually it was going up a bit. It was going up and it was going up again here. Now what is cool, when you go into the curve, you really go down, just as if you would if you were really riding this bike. And the asphalt is very close to your face. Now it feels extremely realistic. I can tell you so far. Feels extremely realistic to play this game. It feels like as if you are riding a motorbike and if you're going down in the curves. However, this might make you feel sick. That's what I fear right now. So what you cannot see here actually, you're wearing a helmet and the helmet will kind of block your field of view to the top and to the bottom. And you cannot see this right now because you're only seeing a cropped image of what I see. So actually it feels like as if you were wearing a helmet. So your field of view is being restricted up and down, however not to the right and left. So if you drive straight forward, you will see as a frame of reference your bike's cockpit, but only if you drive straight and look down. So it's not always inside, giving you this kind of stability, which will make you feel less motion sick. So you do have a frame of reference on the top and on the bottom, which you cannot see in this video, but you have it. And you sometimes have this frame of reference if you drive straight forward like now, and then you will see the cockpit. However, directly in the curve, if you go down, this goes out of field of view and you're very close to the asphalt, which might make you feel sick on the long run. Well, I will let you know after the 10 minutes are over. What I can tell you now already is that the speed is really spectacular and it does feel just as if you would be riding a motorbike and just as if you were in a race right now. So if you always wanted to try out to drive this kind of superbike, this super motorbike and drive races, then yes, go for it. This feels very realistic. So this game has 3 modes. One is Championship, one is Quick Race, which I'm doing right now, and the other one is Time Attack. So very typical for a racing game to have these 3 modes, and at the moment I'm checking out the Quick Race. Yeah, so at the moment there are quite a few good racing games out there for Daydream VR, this being the first one which lets you drive a motorbike. Then of course there's still Need for Speed No Limits VR, and now we also have the very cool sci-fi racer called Radial G Racing Revolved, which I like very, very much. So how about you guys? What is your favorite racing game on Daydream VR so far? Please do let me know in the comment section below, and let's talk a bit about the few racers on Daydream VR. As you can tell here, it's not easy for me to stay on the track. And you know what? That's good, because this is not supposed to be an arcade racer where you can step on the gas for the whole race. No, of course not. You have to brake whenever there's a curve ahead. And well, then when you go into the curve, you have to look into the direction where you're going. So just like as if you were really driving this bike. This is very cool. So you will need lots of skill if you would like to win a race, or if you would like to get the best times for the time attacks. So people who like this kind of challenge, who like simulations, they will probably really dig this game, since it feels so realistic about the driving. Alright, the first race is finished. And now here on the bottom, you see, now you saw the helmet, part of the helmet. When you look down you see it, and also on the top of the screen you see the helmet, but you cannot see it now because I cropped the picture. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to race another race, and I'm going to change the part of the screen that I'm showing in this video. So I'm going to move it a bit down so that you can see the helmet, the top part of the helmet, that you can actually see in VR, but that you cannot see in this video. So let's go ahead and try this out. Now, what you see here are the settings. You can change the controls, and well, you can change some assistance like brake assist, turn indicators, and here you can see again how to control this game. So if you do have a gamepad, then you can also use a gamepad. Now I'm using the Daydream motion controller, which works well enough. Also again, you have to tilt the controller in order to go right or left. And now let's do another, let's try championship. And now I'm going to change the view a bit so that you can actually see how the top looks like when you're in VR, so that you can see that helmet, which kind of restricts your field of view to the bottom and top. And it's loading. Okay, now I can use this time to change what you see. Let me do that right now. Okay, so I have changed it a bit. See, this is the bottom of the helmet. It's cool. When you look down you can see it, and now you can see it on the top of the screen. This is what you see in VR. You can tell you're wearing a helmet, which I normally think is very cool. It just gives you this extra bit of immersion, really wearing this helmet and really being able to see the top and bottom part of the helmet. So at least now you see the top part, but if you're in VR, you also see the bottom part. So top and bottom, your field of view is restricted. However, to the right and left, it's totally unrestricted. And just sometimes you can see the cockpit in the middle. We're now in the 8th minute and 37 seconds now, and let me tell you how I feel. I don't feel sick. However, I do feel a bit strange in my stomach. So it's not sick, but I also don't feel 100% great. It's just, it's too fast, and with your head you're so close to the asphalt like now, and then tilting right and left, going into the curves. Well, this is definitely not a comfortable experience. That's for sure. For everybody who easily gets motion sick, yep, you will get motion sick. And even myself, playing all these games all the time, I already do feel a bit uncomfortable right now. So let me give you my first impressions of SBK VR. Well, it's a very realistic game, and it's a very fast game. You will feel like driving a motorcycle. Absolutely, very cool, very well done, and extremely fast and furious. Fast and furious, really is. However, it might make you feel sick. They have already included this kind of field of view restrictions. However, it's still not enough, and well, like I told you just now, I already do feel a bit uncomfortable right now. So this is indeed a problem here. For those of you who don't easily get motion sick and who like realistic racers, this one is for you. Since it's very realistic and very immersive indeed, you might enjoy this title a lot. So would I buy this game after having played it for 10 minutes? This is a tough one, because actually I love this immersiveness of this game, but it does make me feel too sick, and the field of view restrictions are still not good enough, at least for me. So probably I would consider buying it if they somehow manage to include another field of view restrictor, which would also restrict my field of view to the right and left, which perhaps will make me feel less motion sick, but now I already don't feel really good here. So for me, it's a no. So that's it for this hands-on review of SBK VR for Daydream VR. I hope you enjoyed this hands-on review. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not subscribed to Daydream District yet, do so now. Keep on daydreaming and see you in the next video.